Whole Foods is changing the way it does business with suppliers, and now those suppliers saying it's having a big impact on their business. How much? Well, we have the founder of one of those suppliers joining us now. Come in, Michael Kanter. Michael, we mentioned this story, I think it was last week, that suddenly Whole Foods is imposing all of these fees and they're doing away with minimum, order numbers. As a supplier, what kind of impact is it having on you?
Well, thanks for having me. Some of the impacts are, for local, smaller companies, it's just getting more difficult both to get started in Whole Foods, because it has been a great testing ground, and then to keep growing in the company is definitely getting a little more difficult.
So how much has your cost gone up as a supplier? Can you quantify it for us?
Well, some of it is just the literal challenges of before, you could work more regionally. We're based out of Portland, Oregon, Eliot's Adult Nut Butters. So to move to other regions, it's more difficult now because it's a lot more streamlined through their Austin office. So before you could work more easily with the regional offices. And so even just in that sense, and then just, they're adding costs in terms of demoing. And so the barriers to getting to other regions are definitely growing, which that's a challenge for a small business to. That's how you grow, is getting to more stores, and that's what's getting more difficult.
What kind of pushback do you think Whole Foods and / Amazon is getting on this? I'm sure you've been talking to other suppliers. What kind of, how have you voiced your disapproval?
Well, I've certainly tried to work with the local regional players. That's been our challenge, at least in my region, is getting responses or FaceTime. But I think at the end of the day, vendors want it to be a partnership, because as much as we need the stores and to sell our goods, but we want it to be a two-way street, and it's, I think, for a lot of companies feeling less and less like a two-way partnership with Whole Foods and Amazon.
Were you worried that something like this would happen once Amazon took over Whole Foods?
I mean, realistically, I think some things were in the works. Of course, we don't get to know when the deal happened. Obviously, the day they announced it, the deal was obviously in the works for quite some time before that.
Yep.
But there definitely were changes afoot, so it's hard to know for sure whether that's Amazon's hand or not.
All right. Well, we wish you the best luck for the future, and thanks for joining us, Michael Kanter, Portland, Oregon. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thanks.